left off, we started with Android Saga Part 1. I wound up grinding out a couple side quests for you guys and some of the main story quests. So we just actually got to the part now where I'm able actually to craft a vehicle. I went and took the time and the liberty to actually craft the vehicle ahead of time. So all those minerals and parts you guys were actually able to, you know, collect and gather throughout the world. You go to the R&D department with BULMA now that's unlocked, this menu. Actually, I crafted them already, but they tell you the parts you need for the vehicles, so I believe it's like a seat, an engine, stuff like that to make the Bipedal Robo, which actually will unlock you the Robo Rider trophy, and as well as crafting the car, will get you the trophy, Get Out of My Head and Turn Into My Car trophy, just in case. So they actually give you enhancement chips you can have for each of the vehicles, for the Robo Walker and for the car. So we have speed chip level 1, I think all the way down to 9 or 10. Okay, yeah, so everything's at 10, but obviously there's going to be some downsides to higher level jump chips, accelerations down, and it also might cost more memory too. So again, it's kind of a tedious give and take with the parts on the vehicle itself. So again, like I said, they require a decent amount of parts. Obviously, you can find these parts all throughout the campaign as you're just, you know, traveling around, you know, the world. I'm a little short on Zen right now because I've been doing a lot of upgrading and building some chips for my vehicles, trying to, you know, conquer those time attack side quests for you guys. Again, that's something very difficult too. You gotta move. You gotta find some of those sweet spots and those shortcuts to try and get your time ahead, you know, as high as you can and beat that #1 rank. So again, something else I wanted to touch on too is like the search chips. Search chips are actually used for you to search for minerals. So when you're driving around, if you want to pressing the square button, it'll actually give you a little radius around your vehicle that'll show you where minerals are. I'll kind of touch on that a little later. You know, obviously acceleration chips are used for just accelerating off the start, but also I do believe brings down your turning power. So the higher the acceleration you have, the slower and less turning power you have as far as with your vehicles. This can also be used for the Robo Walker too, so these are not specific just to a car or Robo Walker, so they can be customized to each vehicle. So again, I also covered too Zen, how to get Zen easier. Also, if you're looking for the Dragon Balls, that's a good way to get Zen too. Make the wish for to be rich or to get rare materials. That might help out too, as far as like things you're looking for of minerals. Mainly, I've gotten from those wishes, Awakening Waters, about 5 a clip. Again, you get Divine, Normal Awakening Water, and Super Awakening Water. You get 5 a clip, and then they wind up giving you some meals instead of actual, like, you know, craftable items. So if you're looking for minerals, you kind of got to scour the planet for them. Alright, so back out there, and there's the customization section too, which I kind of think is kind of cool. So I actually want to putting on, you know, a couple things on here. So I have acceleration level 5, turn chip level 4, speed 5, and level 7 speed too. So my speed is an A at the current moment. I don't really focus too much on the battery because the battery life is actually for your search radius or for your search. So when you're actually searching, the vehicles have a battery life on the side. So it's kind of like a stamina gauge, which again, I'll cover that right after I'm done here. You can also as well change the color to your vehicle too, which I think is pretty cool. They give you the small customization option. So actually, you know what? I like the light blue. But again, you know, they give you a small customization option with your vehicles. So, you know, kind of check that out when you get a chance. Same thing with the Robo Walker too. You can customize them, but obviously you need to get the memory up more. So to enhance your memory on the vehicles, you actually need to go to the level up section. So each vehicle has a level up, or they level up too, and they have experience points for the hover car and for the Bipedal Robo Walker. So again, refined gold and stuff like that works fairly well, and silver ore, it gives you 40 apiece. Kind of the main things you want to stick with or kind of go towards that I found are a little more useful. You know, yellow meteorite's pretty good as far as XP gain. It's about 1200. Orange meteorite too, same thing. Goldfish gemstones are only 100. Those are kind of more for selling and for Zen rather than for anything else. That's kind of what I use them for. If you're looking for more XP, Sturdy Bolt Z, about 1,000. You can kind of find those in bulk throughout the world. Same thing with gear bearings as well as steel nuts too. I've used quite a bit trying to get my car on 28 to get my you know, level up higher and my memory up higher, so I can actually use this vehicle for some of the time attacks, as well as I've done a little bit of upgrading on the Bipedal Robo Walker too. So again, there's gonna be races and stuff like that too for the Bipedal Robo Walker specific to it. So again, don't forget to level this up as well. Take some time again, guys, and try and gather some more minerals throughout the minerals and materials throughout the world, so that you can actually wind up leveling up these vehicles too. Because again, these are time attack things, and you get specific rewards for coming in like first, second, third. I do believe you wind up getting heal aid items. You get like divine awakening water, super awakening water. Again, it's just it's gifts you can give to your soul emblems and use them to enhance the soul emblems in your community boards. And again, too, like I said before, the community boards are something big that you want to kind of start developing to gain more battle experience through the campaign, and as well as just random encounters and fights. So I highly, highly recommend doing the King Kai community board as much as possible, too, to maximize the amount of XP you're getting throughout the campaign. Because those main story quest fights, you know, you're getting like 200,000 times 20% that you're going to get an additional bonus for having the King Kai board higher or even maxed out. I think it's about 50% too. To get the King Kai community board a little higher. So again, like I said, just kind of focus on you know, working on that training community board as much as possible. I don't have a whole lot of links as far as like with Zarbon, Dodoria, Raccoon, Jace, Birder, or Guldo. I'm actually waiting for I do believe the biggest bonus they're gonna get. They're at 8s right now. I use a lot of stuff already and a lot of different characters, so I'm kind of waiting to get some more gifts. But the Ginyu Force, if you wind up getting Captain Ginyu, that means each one is going to end up getting a +5. So if they're at 8 now, or say they're at 10, they all get a +5. So, you know, if they're all at a 10, +5, it kind of increases the number or the amount of XP for your overall ranking in the training community board. It makes it astronomical too. So again, that's a kind of a team to put in there because they all have high training ranks to start. I haven't actually upgraded them at all. They're all at 8s. So again, it's something to, you know, look into. I have King Yema in here just because of the bonus with Kami. So again, I'm just trying to, you know, get everybody ranked up here. Again, I don't really have a whole lot of gifts. I'm kind of trying to stock up again and start enhancing these bonuses. So okay, so what I really wanted to go over too was like the vehicles, like I was talking about before, the search radius. So let's actually go out of the town too, so I can kind of showcase this a little more. So if you fly out of town, you know, now you have your options for vehicles. Obviously, it's up on the D-pad there. So if you wind up stopping, dropping to the ground, it's up on the D-pad will be your flying Nimbus, obviously. So down on the D-pad is the dismount. Left and right will give you your Bipedal Robo Walker, which actually, if you wind up pressing square, gives you your mineral radar as you're traveling. So again, in the top left-hand corner is your battery. So if you're looking to do more mineral scouting or material scouting with the vehicles, you actually need to enhance that battery a little more, and you can enhance the radius as well with the search chip. So again, that's something else to look into or look forward to. You know, looking for certain materials throughout the maps. Again, this is just in case you guys haven't spent the Zen or the money to go to the information counter or the information the information merchant to wind up buying, you know, the locations of, you know, fruit trees or mineral deposits on the map, which, you know, obviously are over here, so we'll show that off a little bit. But again, so if you hit the search radius, again, I think this is really cool too, just having a hover car in general, and being able to fly around. You can change the view too, would have Goku behind the wheel. I think it's actually pretty neat. But if you're looking for, you know, materials or minerals out in the field, it'll actually wind up showing up on your search radius. So I don't know if there's anything out over here in particular, but it might not be. Obviously, it's not showing up. This is our search radius bar. So, okay, so there's actually nothing out here. I'll show you actually later toward our marker over there how this actually works, in case you guys didn't go to the information merchant and buy the information for the area. It's a good way to use it to acquire more. Just so we have some sensu beans ready at Corrin's Tower too. Again, I don't really know the exact timing for the sensu beans at Corrin's Tower. I know he stocks up 9 for you at a clip. So again, if you stop here, we bust out our fancy vehicle and press square, it'll show us around the radius that we have minerals or materials to collect about 281 meters away. Looks like we got a D-metal in front of us. I'm going to have him grab that real quick in his Rainbow Z Orb. Again, guys, like I was saying too, you know, stock up on those Rainbow Z Orbs, stock up on regular Z Orbs too. I have about 200k a piece, I believe, as far as the, yeah, so blue, red, and green, I have 200k, a little over 200k. 300 rainbow, 500 of those time attack ones, or 500. Yeah, those time attack ones, and then 83 of those golden time attack ones. So again, like I said, if you're looking for materials and you can't find it, you haven't found the information board yet, or haven't talked to the information merchant, don't have the Zen at the moment, you can use the vehicle to find materials. It's pretty accurate too. Again, it's going to be up a little higher. Obviously, we can't go up there with the vehicle, so... But it kind of gives you a general location as to where they're going to be, which is right here in this cave. But again, it's something else you guys can look into as far as where the materials are going to be. Again, like I said, most of these materials are actually going to be used to upgrade the vehicles too. What do we got here?
This thing's giving off a lot of
That's a rainbow Z orb there. And also, again, if you're looking for more gifts or fancy piercings, they also appear in these purple orbs on the map. So fancy wristwatch and fancy necklaces can be sold for Zen. And again, they're not used as gifts. They're actually mainly used for, you know, acquiring mass quantities of Zen. So if you wind up finding them in the water, throughout the map, etc., you know, make sure you're using those to gather more Zen. But that's kind of what I wanted to really touch upon in this video, was actually just the customization part of the vehicles, and how like unique and how, you know, neat they actually are. So this is ThatDBZ guy signing off. Hope you guys enjoy the content. Again, like I said, you know, drop some comments, hit the like button, subscribe. Thanks again, guys. Take care.